It's horrid. Oh, God. Back on the coffee again. Now, today, I've got a little bit of something different. Went to Ikea, of all places, and picked up a couple of bags of their home blend. Didn't know what to expect. I mean, blooming out, they make furniture, don't they? But they all seem to be branching out into these different, ventures, coffee, this, that, and the other. So anyway, let's get a couple of bags, whack them in the grinder, and see what it come out like. We've got, the blue bag, or bluey kind of pale blue bag, is slightly stronger. It's a 5 on the roasting, a 5 body, and a 3 acidity. This one is 4, 4, and 4, so that's pretty much average on everything. Now, I've struggled with this. Really struggled with it. I've gone through the whole blooming lot trying to get it right, and it just not quite there. It's a strong coffee. It's a strong coffee. It's the beans are quite dark. So if you just grab one out of here, and I got any I can just get my hands on. Oh dear me. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna make a mess now. You watch. Can get it everywhere. Here we go. Look. Just got a few left in there. Let's have a little look, see what we've got. There you go. They're dark little suckers, look. Quite a dark bean. But what I've suffered with, cannot get a decent crema. Just can't get there. They taste, they're a strong coffee, so they taste strong. They're very aromatic. I'm not, like I say, I've said in the past, I like a mild coffee. These ones are a little bit too strong for me. But saying that, not overpriced. About, I think they were £6 a bag. Well, yeah, I suppose it is a bit overpriced, really. That's probably a bit dear. Yeah, so I've really struggled to get a decent mix, a decent extraction. I've really struggled. It's either been I've got the grind really fine and it doesn't come through very well, or I've backed off on the grind and then I've tamped it in hard. It just flows through too quick. I've got it to about 15 seconds, but the crema's rubbish. And all I can put it down to, they must be on the shelf for an absolute age, and the beans have degraded. And you find that a lot with the commercial beans, that if they're a freshly roasted bean from your local rotisserie or whatever, they always crema up nice. They always come through real fluffy and beautiful. Whereas these, if they've been on the shelf for a long while, they lose that. They lose the crema. It's the first thing to go. So, one bag down, one bag to go. Is this one going to be any better? I know I'm going to prefer it because it says on here it's a more mild bean and a more mild blend. So let's whack them in the grinder and give these a go. Like I say, that one, nah. To be fair, there's still a few left in there. Let me see if I can get one more extraction out of it. I'll whip up a coffee and I'll show you what it looks like. Beautiful. Right, let's get some coffee beans in here. So this is this one still. I don't know how many I've got left. Oh, enough for a cup. Look at that. So, there we go. Look, there's your ground coffee in there. And let's just give this a mild tamp there. This is ground down on an 8, which is quite fine. It's quite a fine grind that on the rocker. I'll give that a press on there. Swap that back in there. Let me get a glass so we can see how it's coming out. Let's have a little look. Here we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Try it and see what happens. While I'm on the subject of beans, Christmas has just been and gone. We went to a few Christmas markets while we were out and about. Oh, what a load of rubbish. Well, I tell you what. What about this? Now then, I've had... Oh, here we go, look, here we go. Here we go, let me show you this. Well, there's just one thing to say about this. These beans. What is going on with Christmas markets? I tell you what. You go there, we went down the embankment, was the last one, down in London, on the embankment. It all looks the same as everywhere else. All these Christmas markets and all these major cities, they all look the same. The same sheds that they're all in. The produce they're selling, it all looks handmade and, you know, kind of like these people are local people or they're you know, tradesmen and the craftsmen. It's a load of old tosh. Everything's the same. So they're just making it like in some factory somewhere and then shipping it out to these markets and putting some minimum wage in there to sell it to you, pretending that they've made it. This is no different. Oh my God. Do you know what? I bought these beans. I've got chocolate orange, Scotch whiskey, Jamaica rum, just to try them to see what they were like. It about broke me blender. Blooming heck, I tell you what, the beans, when you get there, you get to the shed and they're all in separate compartments. And you can I have some of those, please? And they get the little scoop out and, you know, bag you it up, charge you about £8 for a bag of beans. Anyway, it's bloody horrible. It's absolutely awful. It's the cheapest, nastiest, stinking coffee I've ever had. I put one bag in the blender. I blended it up. Well, I couldn't get the smell out of the blender. Oh, the phone always goes when you're in the middle of something. And it's all rubbish, flipping mobile phone trying to flog you something. Anyway, back to the beans. Do not buy these beans. They are garbage. 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 They're horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And it, like I say, got them in the blender. Couldn't get the smell out. I had to clean it all out. It was, they're pungent. They're stinking, horrible. They're just like a bean. They've roasted them or bought them. They bought them in bulk, roasted, and then they've just tipped a load of chemical over it, some fragrance, you know, like the chocolate orange. They've just tipped a load of chocolate orange flavouring over the whole lot and flogged. Absolute garbage. Yeah, forget it. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Right, where were we? Got on a bit of tangent there. Got off on one. Let's get back to the Ikea beans. Yes, here we go then. This is the 5 roasting, 5 body, half acidity. Let's bang it out the old blender and get it in there and get it in the cup. Here we go. Can you see that? Can we see? Ooh, here we go. Ooh, here we go. So you can see that coming out of there. I'll show you when it's out anyway. You see that's coming out on quite a fast flow. We've got about 10 seconds out of that, but it's settling up now. It's probably the best one I've had. That's typical, isn't it? It came out quick, but it's calming down a bit now. Look, she's settling. And it has got a bit of a crema on there, believe it or not, after all I've just said. It's It's a big extraction though, that is. You saw how fast it came through, and look how much I've got in the cup. That was a 10 seconds, so it's, yeah. It's a real hard one to gauge. It's a real tricky one. You're too fine, you're too little. Yeah, let's give it a taste and see what she's like. It's horrid. Oh, God. Yikes, that tastes over-extracted. It's nasty, nasty aftertaste to it. It smells like... It smells like bonfire. Yeah. It smells like you've got a bit of wood out the bonfire and stuck it up your nose. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like burnt wood. Oh, it's a biter. Yeah, it's bad. It's not a good taste, that ain't. That is not a good taste. So, nah, out with the old, in with the new. Oh yeah, that's real bad. I can't say I've had that with any coffee. That's probably the worst, well, other than that, it's probably the worst coffee I've had. I want to see, yeah, I'm going to go with that. That is the worst coffee I've ever tasted. Ugh. Right then, let's get some of these ones in the, I'm going to get the rest of them beans out there so we're not contaminating the next extraction. Let's get these, let's get rid of these beans. I've had enough of them, they're driving me mad. Now in a latte, so there weren't many left in there. In a latte, it was bearable. Okay, that's rid of that. Let's get this new bag. Here we go. So, even the packets, they're not vented. There's no vent on this pack at all. It's got a resealable tab at the top, but there's no vent on this bag. It is sealed. So why is everybody else venting the bags and these aren't? I just want to double check that because there's no air in it. It's like been vac packed almost. So I'm not holding out a lot of hope for this one to be any different. I tell a lie, it has got a vent on it. It has got a vent there. It must have been just squashed up that tight. Yeah, it has got one. It has got a little vent there. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See what we've got in here. Now they look better. They look a little bit better. They're a bit lighter. Sorry if you can't pick it up too well on the camera. But they do look much lighter. Let's get them in there. Let's chuck that lot in there. They smell better. They smell better. Might be alright. I'm hoping. Come on. Get you out of there. I mean, if you like coffee that is blow your head off strong, go with that one. Yeah, go with that. That'll take your hair out. Right then, here we go. We're in. I'm going to leave it on the same. It's still on 8, so that there is going in the bin. Let's get shut to that. Right, let's try again. Let's try again. Let's get this one. I did bash that out, I think I did try. So it's a sloppy putt, that one. It's very sloppy. Yeah, she's out. Let's get some new coffee in here. See, that is much, it's a much lighter. It's a better smell. God, I'm too fussy. I'm too fussy. I'm going to give it a good tamp. Going on how fast the other one came out. Let's see what we've got going on here then. Quick wipe up. Getting coffee everywhere. Right, here we go. Let's see what happens. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that's just started to run through to water after 15. Now look at that. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Smells a bit better. It's settling down, it's looking all right. Again, we've got a bit of a crema on there. And you saw how much slower that extraction was. Same gauge, same grind, a lot slower. Came through the filter there, through the portafilter, a lot slower. It's a completely different taste. Wowzers. That, bizarrely, that's a bit fruity. It's getting worse as it's getting nearer the bottom. But in a latte, I think that will taste quite nice. Organic, it's saying organic. I mean, again, it's quite a strong coffee. It's got a bit of a kick to it. Like I said, as it's getting nearer the bottom, it's getting stronger. It's just getting that crema. It's the crema that's doing that. But the crema's got a bit of acidity to it. It's got that acidy kind of like gets on your tongue, and that's come up in the crema. So that, yeah, the froth has got the acidity. The actual the extraction, the coffee is quite it's quite nice. It's not bad. It's not bad. By no means is this one of my favourite coffees ever. You know, it's way down the list, but it's drinkable. That it's bearable. You know, for a furniture shop, it's not too bad. But you know what? Ikea, I think you can keep your beans, and I'll stick to my Lavazas and whatever else. Yeah, I think yeah, as far as that goes, I don't know why you've gone into coffee. You just stuck your name on the bag, and yeah, it ain't the best. Very average that. I'll crack a latte up with it. Let's see what it's like in a latte. Let's have a look at the puck. Let's see what the puck comes out like on this one. Oh, the puck has stuck. It's stuck up. There it is. It's a sticky puck. It's a sticky puck. So, there's the puck. Oh, it's fell in. Try to balance it on the edge. Let's have a quick fishing session. Let's get in there. Yeah, there it is. It's gone right through, so it's a good extraction. Yeah. So we ain't messing about with that. We've got it set about right on the scale. Not dodged any bits there. Let's get some more going on here. Yeah, I've still got this flavouring in my mouth. Strong. It's not really mild. I can't put that down as mild. I'd say that second bag, the first bag is extremely strong, blow your head off. That second bag isn't mild, it's a strong coffee. Again, it's quite woody. It's got a little bit of fragrance in there, a lot of acidity. I found that it's quite acidic, which I think, did it say that it's got a 4, acidity 4, whereas the first one had got a 3. So it definitely, you could taste the acidity in the crema. Let's get some more going on here. See if this one comes out like it's thinking about it. Here she comes. Wow, this one's gone mad. This is the problem that you have. Again, that came out in a completely different way to the first one. Didn't tamp it any differently really, similar pressure. What is that all about? The grind is exactly the same and it's chucked it out in half the time. We've still got a little bit of crema on the top there, but you're never going to get a consistent extraction when the flow is going through this at such different rates. We know it ain't the machine and everything else. That's absolutely spot on. So it's got to be down to the beans. It's got to be. It's very, very weird how you can have one extraction so different to the next. But let's cook some milk up. Let's get some milk with that. Start same smell there. Let's get some milk on the go. Give that a purge and get the milk in. Get this milk steamed up nicely. That'll do. Give that a wipe with the old rag. Right, let's see what we've got. Well, it looks nice. It looks like a lily. Look at that. Oh dear. I'll never make a latte artist. Right, here we go. Moment of truth. Need another one. That's not half bad, that. You can still taste that acidity on that top crema, still coming through. It's a lot milder than the other one, a lot milder. But I've still got traits of burnt wood in there. I can still taste a bit of, like you say, a bit of bonfire. Where do these flavours come from? It's bizarre. I know they're roasted and whatever, but you wouldn't expect you can get such a different taste from one to the next. It'll go down well with the rest of this on latte. I wouldn't want to do it as an espresso or an Americano. Not the right bean for that. You've got to have a good quality bean to do the espresso and the Americanos. The milk just hides a lot of the inconsistencies in the flavour there. Yeah, it's a cheap bean. It doesn't taste very good. It's not the best. So I won't be buying any more of them. We shall stick to what we know. Well, I like to try different ones just to see, because for say, you know, why not? Let's have a challenge, have a try, have a taste. But no, don't bother with this. Stick to something half decent. Stick to your favourite ones. Your Lavazza's, I like that Lavazza Crema Rossa. Oh, that's a good one. And Miss St Martin's is still my favourite. St Martin's Roasters in Leicester. Their Friday Street at the minute is beautiful. So. Oh, it's got a bit of a bite at the end of that. Yeah, no. I think there's only one way to improve the flavour of these beans, and that's with a bit of that. Whoa! Get that in there. Let's have a bit of that in there. Oh yeah, man. Now this stuff, this is really nice. Aldi, it's this latte macchiato liqueur. Ooh, yeah. Enough to make any bad coffee taste absolutely beautiful, you know what I mean? Oh, get out a quick swizzle. Heavenly bodies. Oh my goodness me. Whew. Oh. That now is as smooth as you like. It's absolutely lovely. I wouldn't have too many of that. I don't think it's mega potent. It's 15%. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a kick to it. This is lovely though. Of an evening, stick a bit of that in your latte. Really nice. Really, really nice. Makes it ever so smooth. Really smooth and sweet and lovely. Yeah, that's beautiful. We've been doing those over Christmas. A bit of milk, bit of Baileys. Stick it in the frother. Steam the Baileys in the milk. Oh, oh, it's absolutely beautiful, beautiful. And the same with this latte macchiato liqueur. I do love going to go down well in the milk with the coffee. That's lovely. That's better. If it's been any use to you, drop me a thumbs up. Enjoy your coffee. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.